here, Gospel and Life, or you can decide to do one of the Robert Lewis series. Now,
there's 6 of us here.
Correct. So the problem is,
I hope we all pick a different one.
well, there's a few. You know, you're gonna have to pick one if you choose one. You choose one of these.
Oh, I see.
But if you have your heart set on doing one of these, we're gonna have to get some consensus and make sure you have at least 7 or 8 guys. We've got a lot of guys.
Let's shorten this up. How many are for the Tim Keller session? Specifically.
Anybody want to do a Robert Lewis? Anybody want to do a Robert Lewis series?
Is anybody?
Well, that's what I was planning on, but I did the first 2 already.
Right, right. So, I guess at this point, or if you can find, you know, you can't. I mean, you can do it alone.
But no, I'm flexible.
Yeah.
I'll go either way.
Yeah.
That's just what I assumed coming in. That
right.
I did the first 2, the last 2 years.
Right, right.
Yeah. The only problem with this one is the church is doing it every Sunday morning. We're going in a small group too. Then we come here and we're going together.
Well, you're doing it from a men's perspective. We're gonna do it from a men's perspective. So that's why I'm gonna be talking on it, because we're gonna gear it towards men. All right. So you know, our problem is we don't have this critical mass of guys to do either of these, you know, these series. Because if you only have 4 guys, even if you only have 5 guys doing this series, chances are 2 of you are not going to show up each week, which means it's not a good conversation if you have 2 guys. I mean, it can be, but that's not what this is designed to do. You know, it's optimized when you got 4 or 5 guys, you know, wrestling with the questions and working that. So,
Dan, do you have any feel that? I mean, last year we had a lot more guys here that did the first of that might be interested in doing another one. And yet, any idea if others are going to be showing?
Well, there's like 3 or 4 that at least that I know that said were coming. We had the problem of we didn't do a formal thing from the stage this time, which is there's a lot of buy-in for position from that stage, so we didn't get that time up there, and everybody wants a piece of that action up there.
We used to do with that young kid did when at Mike Kepler's farewell. He just walked right up on stage. He just walked right up.
Oh, is that right?
He just,
you weren't there, man.
No.
Strayer kid, Dustin Strayer.
Oh yeah.
He just walked right up and said, "Hey, listen, this guy is the best." So we'll just start walking up. We'll be men. We'll just walk up and say, "Hey, we're not getting our time."
Yeah. I'm not sure.
So I'm not sure more Saturday, and it's powerful.
Yeah, I'm not sure Mark Bolton will look at that as being a
You know what? I know. I can take my.
Yeah. So you know what?
You guys all got my back.
Do it and then ask questions later. Do it and just ask questions later. Malarski knew nothing about it. No, I didn't know anything about it.
Well, just to give you some background, my wife, I'm here because I really want to hear the Keller series.
Right.
Because the whole church is doing it, so I think there'll be a lot of value. So I'll do the other one, but that would be my first.
All right. Eric, if we can get a critical
No,
mass,
I'm fine doing it.
That's fine.
It doesn't matter. I'm fine doing that, but you know what? I'm going to get a different thing out of that.
Well, that's what I said.
well, you know what? I mean, if you've started reading this, trust me, guys, this is a pretty deep series. If you're working it, you're gonna. I need grace. I need to understand grace. I haven't wrapped my brain around this yet, and it takes a lot of work to wrap your brain around what he's saying here. It's a whole nother level for our Christian walk, and so you know I can see myself just read the first 3 chapters I went over already. I can see myself all over this book about being the religious person, doing things because I think it'll please God, and that's why I do them. And I'm a good guy because I'm afraid of getting caught, or I'm a good guy because I'm moralizing and saying, yeah, I'm going to be good and I'm going to be outstanding because I'm a leader, but that's not the reason I need to be good or I need to be afraid. That's way off track, and he brings the idolatry concept from the Old Testament, draws it right into our everyday life. So I'm gonna review that next week. This week I'm picking your brains because we're going to do a little survey. So I'll resume here. We have 10 Saturdays to do these sessions up until Christmas. Okay, so that means we'll do an intro today, and if we finish early, that's fine. But we got a few guys that, we forgot to. We'll close in prayer. Kenny was requesting prayer because he was going to be here, but he has an emergency situation in his family that he didn't share any details on that, but he'd like us to pray for him. And I know John Sicker wanted to be here, and Doug is going to be here, but he's on vacation now. He's basking in the sun somewhere. I don't know what he's doing.
Matt's probably on his honeymoon.
Yes, Matt's on his honeymoon. So there's a number of guys that we know are pretty solid coming. Well, Dishart, I think he got raptured. That's, I think the rest of us were left behind out there. I think the Lord took him, like Enoch. There was a chariot. It wasn't a chariot fire; it was an A6 that came down, landed, and just took him away. So I don't know what happened to that boy. I joke, but I don't know if there's anything. I understand he said, no, I'm okay, but he's just sort of dropped off the planet for a few months here. So I don't know whether he's on a he's on a mountaintop experience, and he's up there, getting in touch with God, getting the commandments or whatever. So we'll figure out where that boy is. I don't know where he's at, but he should be back too. And so we got 10 Saturdays. This would be one of them, and then we've got 9 more. The sessions run 8. There's 8 sessions in this book. So
how makes the Great Adventure run?
The Great Adventure is 20 sessions. So yeah, if there's nobody doing that, Eric, and you wanted to do it, I'm sure you could get the DVDs, and
I'll catch that some other time.
catch that another time. Yeah, again, they're all the Robert Louis series. Usually, the guys come out to Flash in the Pan, it's a great original, and then the sequels are kind of, sort of like Pirates in the Caribbean. The first one's good, all the rest of them just suck. I guess that's my perspective, but I look at that. But no, these are all top-notch, top-of-the-line presentations, good stuff. So
yeah, I thought the first 2 were great.
Yep. So yeah, Great Adventure is also excellent. For those of us, how many of you guys went through the Great Adventure? Anybody here? Okay, so there's three or more of us that went through that. So yeah, that's my opinion.
That's the 3rd one, right? Yeah.
Well, we sort of flipped them a little bit. Like we did Great Adventure second. Yeah, so you did the Great Adventure, Ed? Yeah. And Wes, you did the Great Adventures, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, these 2 guys, could you agree that it was a very good series?
Yeah. They're all good.
Yeah. Now, put that back up there. Just for future reference, we'll just show you what they're trying to accomplish, and then there's a little bit of humor involved in that because we had this up on in the men's room to sort of give guys perspective here. And some guy approached me on it, and he said, "I just wanted you to know, Dan. If we go down the line, we can't see this too good, but he just talks about the theme, and then he goes to 3 series here. Can anybody see this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You can see it.
All
right.
Designated long distance reader.
Yeah, designated long distance reader, so he can sort of translate for you. So he goes into focus, for the first one, and we did them again. We did them a little out of sequence. Quest for Authentic Manhood is the first one. Winning and Working at Home is the second one, and the third one, which we did second, is the Great Adventure. So he just goes down in order, and your core identity is man, your chief responsibility is man, and then your chosen destiny is man. That's why the Great Adventure is kind of future oriented. It's like, what's your purpose in life, where you going, where you headed. Now, I mean, you can read all those other things on there, but the one that I got addressed by another guy, and sort of chuckling, tongue-in-cheek, he says, this is right above the urinal, and you look down there, and it sees your manhood. And then there's establish your manhood, and then there's maximize your manhood. So I says, you got a point there. This probably isn't a great thing over the urinal. So that was the sum up that we got on that, because I mean I wasn't, and they're looking at me and they're going, "Hey, Malarski, I know you were thinking that. Yeah, I'm good, but I'm usually not that good." So no, I didn't plan on that, but that was kind of a humorous thing. And if you want any materials from Men's Fraternity, you just go to, just like it sounds, mensfraternity.com. All this stuff is on there, explains the series, and there's things on there you does everybody have a book?
No.
I will Sunday.
Okay, they were supposed to have left us some books, but they must have forgot. I gave them some other assignments, so I sort of
Are they
sidetracked.
selling them out front here?
Well, you want to jump on it because they're only ordering so many, and they should be selling them this coming Sunday, but they may be gone by this Sunday, and otherwise you'll just have to order through bookstore and pay shipping and handling or whatever, and just wait.
I was just telling them about 6 months ago, I walked through just an old, one of these reselling bookstores, and I just said, give me something on Keller, if you have anything.
Right.
And that's what she handed me. I bought it for like $3. So, yeah, so they were around.
Oh, okay.
On, you know.
Right. I don't know when he did it. This
you
looks
can probably
like
get used on
Is
the
there
sites for nothing.
Is there a book and a workbook?
No, everything's self-contained. Everything's in this book. So they even have leader notes in the book,
Yeah.
if you're a leader. So, but the book's kind of, when I first looked at it, it's kind of confusing the way he has it set up, but it works.
So we have a leader.
He's a cerebral type of guy, so maybe that's why it's kind of a cerebral book here. All right, so we got that. We got the chart, and then we're thinking, and we'll take feedback from you guys. We're already thinking about what are we going to do when the winter comes around, because this series is only going to last until Christmas. So we're looking for a second series. The Robert Lewis series, when I've talked to their people, they say you do not want to split it, break it up like over the summer. That's not the way you do these. You want to have them continuity there. So that's the case with those. So that's why we wouldn't do that even in the spring. And the second Saturday of every month, we take off and we do the Big C. So that's what we do as a group for the Big C. So the Big C, if you haven't been there, everybody been to the Big C, or who hasn't been to the Big C? Okay, it's at Northway. It's a breakfast donation, whatever you want to donate. They usually suggest $5. If you're a big eater, you might want to put 10 in there. I don't know. But the guys go there at 5:30 in the morning and they cook up a big breakfast and do a great job at it. But usually there's about 17 to 20 churches there, 70 to 100 guys from all different congregations, and that's the whole concept of the Big C. And so they've got a speaker there. It's either a pastor. They give a little testimony, like Dennis Bowman. Yeah. Second Saturday of every month. Yeah, so you just know, and then if you want to be put on the mailing list, Jay Simon sends you an email, because he kind of likes to get a head count.